my friend crash right in front of me, and hearing his reaction through the intercom was pretty gnarly. But somehow I managed to stay calm and focused. The moment I saw him sliding on the road, I switched on my hazard lights, I followed his path and stopped just ahead of him to shield him from any oncoming traffic. After a moment to catch our breath, we assessed the situation. Mihai was able to walk, which was a huge relief, but we knew that adrenaline can mask pain, so we decided to keep the weight of his injured foot as much as possible. Before long, some locals arrived to help us pick up the bike. They mentioned that this spot was notorious for accidents, something that hospital staff would later confirm as well. And while crashing is never ideal, if you're going to fall, doing it right in front of a hospital is about as lucky as it gets. We headed straight to the emergency room, and after a bit of searching and some awkward mumbling, we finally found it. The doctors and staff were incredibly kind and helpful. While they took Mihai in for an X-ray, I ran to the exchange office to sort out some local currency to pay for the medical services.
Maybe it would be best to make one day rest, just in case. I hope it's nothing serious.
Just as we were starting to relax, thinking the worst was behind us, two police officers walked into the room and headed straight for us. For a moment we froze, unsure of what was happening, like were we in any sort of trouble? But as it turns out, in Serbia it's standard procedure for hospitals to notify the police whenever there's a road accident. They were there simply to document the incident and ensure everything was in order. One of the officers even surprised us by speaking Romanian. He had studied in Romania years ago. That small connection helped lighten the mood, and they turned out to be very polite and professional. In the end, their presence wasn't as intimidating as it initially seemed, and they reassured us that this step was necessary for both safety and to avoid complications if we would have been leaving the country with a damaged vehicle. Following the doctor's advice, we checked into a local hotel to give Mihai's ankle some time to recover. With great food, cold beers and a zip-tied ice pack solution that would make any DIY enthusiast proud, we were sure his foot would feel better by morning. Or so we thought.